Hello, I like make today gingerbread cookies. This is Polish gingerbread cookies recipe, and what we need basically for this recipe, we need also purchase 6 IKEA cookie pastry cutters, Droma. This is a brand I purchased from IKEA store, but I saw them on all the websites, selling websites on eBay, Amazon, and others as well. So you can purchase from eBay as well. And they come in a pack of 6, and they come with a woodland type of theme, which is a squirrel, moose, snail, baby cub, fox, and porcupine. So basically they're really cool, and you can use them also for the other, to make other cookies as well. So for the recipe, we need first of all 2 eggs and 1 cup of sugar. And what we do is we just simply beat with electric mixer until basically it's light and change in color, become more lemony color. Once eggs become much lighter in color and fluffier, what we do is next we take 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda and we dissolve in 3 tablespoons of water. So we just simply place 1 teaspoon of soda and dissolve it. So what we do is we have 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, which is we add to our egg mixture, 1 teaspoon of ground ginger, half teaspoon of ground cloves, and our dissolved soda with shrimp. And next ingredient is we need 1 cup of honey. My little jar is already 250 grams, so I simply use entire jar. And what we do is we mix it very well until all ingredients incorporated together. Once we incorporated all ingredients, as you can see, it has all even mixture. And so what we do is we have 3 cups of a plain flour, and we simply slowly gradually adding a plain flour and mix until a stiff dough forms. If you find it that you used all 3 cups of a flour, which is required for recipe, and dough still not stiff enough, simply add more of a plain flour to make sure you form nice and stiff dough. So turn onto your bench, dust it with plain flour, and slightly knead to just bring your dough into the ball shape. So what we do is next we simply place in the cling wrap or food wrap, it just depends which country you live, and simply place in the middle. And what we do is we just wrap into the food wrap and place in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes before we actually start cutting cookies. So after about 30 minutes in the refrigerator, what we do is, now we preheat oven to 200 degrees Celsius, which is 392 Fahrenheit, all inches, ounces, whatever I require for this recipe, and whole recipe will be in description box. Please click below to have a look on the full recipe. And once you preheat oven, line 2 baking trays with non-stick baking paper. So what we do is take a half of dough, it just makes it easier to work with, and roll out on a bench which is dusted with slightly with a plain flour. So in about half a centimeter thick or 1/4 inch thickness. So once we roll out, what we do is simply we start cut out cookies. Good idea for easier, especially to cut out, dust every cookie with the plain flour. Once we cut out cookies, as you can see, they have really great shape. So place first two baking trays for baking, and if whatever left over of gingerbread cookie dough left, re-roll it and basically cut out more cookies. So once we cut out cookies, we place in our preheated oven and bake for 10 minutes or until lightly brown around the edges. Then let it completely cool down. Leave it for about 5 to 10 minutes on a tray, then transfer on a cooling rack to completely cool down. Once cookies are baked and completely cooled down, as you can see, they're quite neat cookies, and what we do is we simply decorate them. If you like, you would use royal icing and simply mix with water to create white icing, and place in piping bag fitted with tip number 2, and also make another lot of royal icing, mix with water to just thin consistency. And what we do is we just use black gel food coloring to create black icing, and put in a piping bag fitted with tip number 2 as well. If you like, if you don't want to use royal icing, you can use white chocolate and dark chocolate. Simply melt them in the top of saucepan with the simmering water or in the microwave, and use piping bag and same number 2 tip also. So what we do is now we simply start decorating them. And now we finish our simple creation of the gingerbread cookies, which is we decorated using woodland type of animal, and I think they actually looks very good. I saw they're very simple as well. And as I said before, you can use the royal icing or simply white and dark chocolate to decorate cookies. Also, this is very old-fashioned recipes of gingerbread cookies. If you like to try, please have a go. Thank you very much for your time with me today. Everything will be in the description box. Until next time, goodbye.